Y'all, I just finished Secret Invasion. Look, I'm in my home office here. Just finished Secret Invasion, and guys, holy freaking smokes. Oh my gosh, listen. I really liked what I saw here. I don't think everybody's gonna be as high on it as me, but wow, your boy is so excited, bro. Like, I cannot wait for more episodes of the show because the tone, the uniqueness, the grittiness, the just so mature for the MCU is such a different, unique take that I am hype out of my mind for the next couple of episodes, because wow, I really had so much fun with that. Look at these eyes, y'all. Look at these eyes. So much fun. So much fun. But yes, I really enjoyed Secret Invasion. I think that Marvel has a lot going for them with this show. I may be alone here, but I really loved it, man. I had a great time. Let me know what y'all think, and man, let's get to this review, y'all. Holy smokes, guys. I just got finished watching Secret Invasion. Yes, guys, I literally just watched the first 2 episodes. I really liked what I saw. This was my second most anticipated Marvel project, including Spider-Verse. So Spider-Verse was number 1. This was number 2. And I will admit it delivered for your boy, y'all. It delivered. But hey, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and deliver yourself down onto that subscribe button, y'all. And hit subscribe if you enjoy this type of content. The name is Leo Rydell, and here on Geekly Goods, I am so prepared to talk about Secret Invasion episodes 1 and 2, you guys. This was extravagant. I really like this. Listen, we've got a loaded up cast on Secret Invasion. You've got Samuel L. Jackson, Olivia Colman, Kingsley Ben-Adir, Ben Mendelsohn, Emilia Clarke. You've got some heavy hitters here. Colby Smulders, and I loved what they've done with the show. It is something so unique to Marvel. The tone, the feel, the vibe, it's something completely different than what the MCU has explored before, at least for a long time. Think Winter Soldier. Let's jog back to those days where it felt a little more spy thriller-ish, with of course Captain America in it, but imagine that without Cap. So we've got this spy thriller, X-Files like feeling, this detective show type of vibe where they're actually going through clues and tracking down people and trying to solve mysteries. I love this vibe here, and I think it's been a long time coming for the MCU to just have that only. No offense to Cap, we love Cap, y'all, but it felt like Cap really invaded into that. When you put a super soldier in the middle of that, it then does feel like a superhero film, but this feels like non-MCU watchers, non-superhero movie enjoyers will like this because they're a spy thriller. It's such a different vibe for them. It's so mature and really takes on more mature themes. There are guns, there is grit and violence. This is something completely different for the MCU. Even the camera work and the cinematography feels at a higher production than most of their recent TV shows. This feels like a special project to me, and that's one reason why I absolutely loved it. It just really has that vibe. They also worked the Skrulls into this in a very grounded method. I feel like the Skrulls could exist around all of us. It just seems believable. The way they work them in is just so well written, and I really like this Secret Invasion, this take on Secret Invasion. It's a little different it's pretty different from the comic at this point. The MCU is very different. I haven't read the comic in a while, so I need a refresher, but man, I am really happy with the adapted material here. I think the Skrulls and the way that they transform looks super cool. It feels real. I also like their look. I think seeing them a little bit more, I've finally gotten adjusted to that green look they've got for the MCU, and it really works. And this story is something just edgier than what Marvel has done. Refugees who can't find a home, and so unfortunately they're forced to try to find a home because Nick Fury did promise it for them. He promised that he would get the Skrulls a home, and now we're at a place where what happens when the promise doesn't deliver? So I love the moral questionability of what happens with the Skrulls here and their story transitioning over from Captain Marvel. Of course, when we saw them, you know, they were people without a home. They were a different species species that their home had been destroyed and they just needed somewhere new to go. And then we follow them here, guys, and it's just so well done. The grit, the action, really, really good. But before we get into the acting, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the graphics, the music. The graphic opening for this show is probably the best Marvel one I've ever seen, to be honest with you. I'm talking, sorry, Daredevil, I love you, but this opening was phenomenal. The art style, the score, which the score is incredible. I mean, I am loving how they're adding this like mysterious, vibrant, kind of little bit of synthy type of vibe to this show, and I really like it. It feels X-Files, feels Law and Order, feels awesome. I also really like the cinematography. I think that it's kind of got this dark and a little bit of a green to that color palette. It just really works for this thriller, spy thriller vibe they're going for. Now, let's get into the acting, because Samuel L. Jackson absolutely shines here. We get to see Nick Fury, and not only Fury, we get to see Talos, or Talos, how they pronounce it. We also see Rhodey and Maria Hill. We see them in a more humanized, grounded version of themselves. And I love that we see this because, you know, we're going through these Avengers movies and there's this black guy with an eye patch in the background and you're wondering, who is this guy? Who is Nick Fury? What about him? And we get these small moments where we learn more and more bits and pieces about who Fury is. And that's something that I didn't know that I always wanted. I mean, he is the one who formed the Avenger. And to see and humanize his character more is such a bold and wonderful story choice. I love an exchange that he has with Rhodes in the second episode. You'll see that coming up. Not gonna spoil what they say, but I do like that they actually break down who they are in this world. Two black men at the height of power and what they need to do with it. I love that conversation. I want more of that in the MCU. That was my favorite thing about Captain America and the Winter Soldier. I notice I didn't say the Falcon. That was one of my favorite parts of that show, was getting to talk about race and what it means to be a black man with a shield. Now we touch on it, what it means to be a black man at their status. And I love that conversation. Again, I'm not gonna spoil actual dialogue because it's tight and it's good, y'all. It's really good. So I won't spoil that, but I love moments in the show already. Let's talk about Emilia Clarke. Because let's be real, Olivia Colman is great. Ben Mendelsohn is great. Those are legends. Those are people, when they show up, listen, when I see Olivia Colman, I know I'm in for a good time. And her character so far has been a good time. So let's not worry about Olivia Colman. She has done a fantastic job as usual. I'm gonna just be real, I'm a huge Olivia Colman stan. So it has already been a great time there. Ben Mendelsohn as Talos, again, a great performance. Really liking his chemistry with Samuel L. Jackson. But Emilia Clarke, someone who I feel like hasn't had that regular gig since Game of Thrones. She's been here, she's been there, but to see her in a regular TV show gig again is great. I feel, you know, we saw her in Star Wars, she was really good there, but I feel like this is her format. This is natural for Emilia. I think that she really channels a great Kira. Or, goodness, look at me, talking Star Wars. Gaia is her name here in Secret Invasion, and I think that she does a great job channeling that energy. And I think Gaia, at least as far as the first two episodes, morally questionable, is doing some shady things, but still in a way that you can empathize with the character. Now, again, shady stuff goes down, but you can still feel like that character has got some good deep inside them. But that tension with her and Talos, as Talos is her father, that tension on screen that they really exhibit together so well, you can feel it. You can feel the tightness, the loss of her mother. These things just really boil over to her being where she's at. And I really love how Emilia chews up that scenery. She just has so much presence, and every time she's in a scene, you're just like, holy crap, that is my Daenerys. Now it's a different character, but I miss that presence. I miss that Emilia Clarke. I missed her in that confidence, the height of her role in Daenerys Targaryen. I missed that confidence, and we get that back here. And I loved seeing her with that presence on screen, seeing her with that presence that just makes you stop, makes you want to just pause it and just be like, wow, like this person is someone I need to listen to. Again, the script is sharp. Great acting. The chemistry between the characters I'm really liking, especially Gaia and Talos, the couple scenes between those two, and then Fury and Talos, loving that chemistry. Fury and Maria Hill, really enjoying the chemistry between the actors. I'm really enjoying this, guys. Oh, and Kingsley Ben-Adir, he's eating it up as Gravik. I really want to see even more. I'm more curious. There's some rivalry going on between him and Fury. I want to see some more of that and where that we get to learn how that surfaces. So I want to see some more. I'm really excited to see a lot more of Gravik, a lot more of that character. Kingsley Ben-Adir is tearing it up. I am really enjoying this show so far, and I just hope and pray that it stays at this quality, because just like my friend Mama's Geeky Tessa Smith said, it is all I wanted out of a Secret Invasion show. This show is so enjoyable, it's so unique, it's so different, with such a spy thriller, mature tone to the MCU that I think we've all been looking for a long time. There's cussing, there's grit, there's blood. We've all been looking for this out of the MCU for a while, and we felt very trapped and felt very tied to a certain style and certain formula in Marvel, and finally, in my opinion here, it feels like we're starting to break out of that a little and give these projects their unique feel and place in the MCU again. I'm hoping that shows continue to break the mold, like at least the first 2 episodes here have gotten me so intrigued. I mean, I feel like, remember the days of WandaVision and of Moon Knight, guys, and those things. And depending on where you land with those, you know, I'm talking maybe some of your favorite MCU shows. I feel like we are back at that quality here with Secret Invasion. Maybe I'm wrong, but I have thoroughly enjoyed both episodes, and I'm hoping that we stay at this level field of we're getting a great Marvel TV show. Okay, guys, I'm done with my rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Listen, if I had to rate the first 2 episodes out of 10, guys, I'm going with a strong, for the first 2, I'm going with a strong 9 out of 10. I really enjoyed those first 2 episodes, guys, and I think it's some of Marvel's best in a while in terms of the TV shows. Listen, the first 2, if we're going off the first 2 alone, I'm talking WandaVision level. Guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And hey, if you're new, hit that subscribe button down below. And we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.